2, 1.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is great to see you and have others by voice on this call or the Zoom meeting to conduct our assembly this afternoon. I'd like to start, as we always do, with Councilor Kennedy to lead us in prayer and our pledge today.
I'd ask for a moment of silence for all of the victims of this terrible disease in the Commonwealth and the United States, as well as the world, and their families that have lost loved ones.
I feel more comfortable in my own skin.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag.
The flag.
United States of America.
to
One nation, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
We should practice that.
That was very nice, Councilor Ferreira. It's very beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Joe.
I recognize Councilor Jubinville for a motion to record advice and consent for the financial warrants.
I do so, Lieutenant Governor, but can I just say one thing before we vote on it? I thank the controller for giving us the background documents and making them available to us if we go in and see in deeper documents in his office. It was very nice of Mr. McNamara to do that. I appreciate it. I had one concern, though, and that's on page 2 of the documents we got under Schedule C, Fund 273, for a new jail. Government the way they are, that probably we don't need a new Suffolk County jail time, but I just throw that out.
Okay, thank you for noting that. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 I recognize Councilor Kennedy for a motion to record advice and consent for the pending list of notaries, public and justices of the peace.
So moved, Governor.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 And I recognize Councilor Hurley for a motion to record advice and consent for the appointment of Edward J. McDonough Jr. to the position of Associate Justice of the Superior Court.
I so move.
Second. Discussion.
There's
Ms. Marilyn.
There's a motion and a second.
Can I finish?
Councilor-
And discussion is Marilyn.
Can I finish?
Okay, before I talk about this wonderful person in support, I do want to, for the public, to understand what we are doing. Judge McDonough, council voted for him to be on the Superior Court, and he was there for 3 years, and he went on, he came back, and he was appointed by the Governor's Council to the Appeals Court. And he missed the Superior Court, and he's asking to go back. He did it in the proper way. He went through the JNC again, and they recommended him. The Governor recommended to the Council. And we had a hearing through this pandemic right in the State House. There were 5 of us in the State House, Councilor Iannella, Councilor Ferreira, Councilor Kennedy, and Councilor Jubinville. And participating in Zoom, we saw on the screen, were Councilors Duff and Councilor Hurley. It was very nicely done. I want to thank Valerie and the JNC, everyone who put that together. And we had also Judge McDonough had a witness, the retired Judge Ford. It went very well. There were very good questions asked by all the counselors. Now, I just want to be informative to the public. This is the way it should run. We had a Zoom meeting for a clerk magistrate that we never saw at all, and never came to a hearing in the State House, never came before us, never spoke. and we had a Zoom meeting, and we voted on a roll call, a simple roll call, knowing nothing about this person. We didn't even have a picture of her on the screen as we did. But I just wanted to say that, but the thing is that that's the first time in 70 years that we haven't had a hearing. And the thing that I'm going to ask the Lieutenant Governor, who I've asked her, the Governor, I've asked the JNC, I've asked the lawyers, this was the Newburyport Court, and there was a woman there working 14 years as an assistant clerk magistrate and an acting clerk magistrate. When the posting came up, she applied for an interview. She was sent a letter telling her she would not be interviewed. I have not got an answer from anyone in this administration. They sent me a letter saying they can't tell who applied. I know she applied. People have told me. I know all about her. They said she's wonderful, and she's helpful to everyone. She's compassionate. And I want to know how someone 14 years in the clerk magistrate's position, and I'm still going to ask that, and I'm going to ask it until I get an answer. So, I mean, this is wrong. We put someone in there and threw someone out. I don't know. She's probably going to lose $25,000 with the demotion, that woman, and she is training this person that the council voted for. But I just want to say we should have hearings. We had a hearing for Judge McDonough. He came to the State House. We had masks. It was excellent. And I do not want ever to have a meeting, a hearing, and to have a roll call vote on someone, no discussion, no description of this person. She never showed her face. If I saw her, I wouldn't know her. But I just want to now talk about Judge McDonough. Judge McDonough is asking for a simple transfer back to the Superior Court. I have been so proud to vote for him twice. He is not political. He's not a friend. He's not a coach. He's of the administration. He's not an old, legal person that you've known for 30 years. This is someone non-political, and he got it the old-fashioned way. He earned it with his qualifications and his experience, and he came to us originally for the Superior Court with 32 years. That's what we need. We need someone with life experience, and I'm just lobbying for more people with the integrity and the passion and the ability of Judge McDonough. I will be so proud today to vote for him, and he's going home to the Superior Court.
Madam.
Thank you.
Madam Lieutenant Governor, I was rudely interrupted by my fellow counselor. I did not get to say anything about my nominee.
Councilor Hurley. Yes.
I apologize. I didn't hear. I heard silence, Mary. I am so sorry. I apologize.
Okay. Councilor Hurley.
Thank you. It gives me great pleasure, and it is a real honor for me to nominate and put forth a motion that we vote favorably on the nomination of Ed McDonough. He is a true lawyer's lawyer. He missed the Superior Court. He had the courage to ask me if he could go back to Superior Court. Not that he didn't like the appeals court, but my father was a trial lawyer. Ed McDonough is a trial lawyer. You missed the action, and I think he's going to be well received by the defense bar as well as by the prosecution. At the first hearing we had for him before COVID, they spoke that they didn't want to lose him, and he's coming home again. And I know how happy he is. I'm pleased for his family, and I'm most importantly pleased for the District 8 that I represent, because we're getting a great jurist back. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Councilor Duff, did you want to be heard?
I'd like to speak after the vote, Lieutenant Governor.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. We may proceed with the roll call.
Yes.
Councilor Jubinville?
May I speak briefly?
Oh, Councilor Jubinville, yes, please.
Last week's hearing, I thought, went very well, and I thank the governor's office, Lieutenant Governor's office, warrant. They did a great job. It really was nice. We had testimony from Judge Ford. I believe Councilor Iannella was asking him questions about racial prejudice in the court system, and he indicated that in his opinion, there were judges who had implicit racial prejudices in the court system, which I agree with. I think it's deeper than we think, but that's for another topic. I had the pleasure and honor to be before Judge McDonough when he sat on the Superior Court, and I can say without any doubt in my mind, that man doesn't have a racial bone in his body. He is a fair, decent human being, a wonderful judge, and when he's off the bench, he's a wonderful man. So it is my pleasure to vote for him again for the third time for judges, and I'd vote for him again if he went to the district court. He's just a super.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. There's a motion and a second. We may begin the roll call.
Counselor Jubinville,
Yes.
Counselor Devaney,
Yes.
Counselor Iannella,
Yes.
Counselor Duff,
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy,
Yes.
Counselor Hurley,
With pleasure, yes.
Counselor Ferreira,
Yes.
7-0.
Okay, thank you.
If I could be heard on another matter.
Yes, but Counselor Duff first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Counselor Duff.
Yeah, I just wanted to retort to the misrepresentations that I believe Councilor Devaney made. We did have a hearing that we all agreed to, and I'm more than happy to show her the documentation of that for the person who went to the Newburyport court. That's my district, and the person that I think Councilor Devaney is speaking about has absolutely no problem with the appointment that was made and is quite happy at the arrangement that's happening right now. We not only had a hearing, the pandemic was new. We did not have these secure systems set up to do video at the time, so we did audio because the courts can't wait. And Councilor Devaney spent over 4 hours interviewing this person. So to grossly misrepresent what happened before, I find a personal affront. And if you'd like to talk about it, Councilor Devaney, this is not the place to do it. You can call me and we can talk about it. But you are absolutely out of turn, out of line, and wrong about what you just said. And I am personally insulted, as are the people of my district. And I want that publicly on the record and people in YouTube land to see this. Because these false accusations that continue to come out of her mouth are...
Lieutenant Governor, out of order. Lieutenant Governor, this is out of order. I'm not going to address this. I am, with your rule is out of order.
Okay.
Can
We'll hear from Counselor Hurley now.
I just want to say thank you to the administration for the report that came out on the Holyoke Soldiers Home. It's in my district. I have friends who are up there, and it was a heartbreaking situation. I will do anything and everything I can to help the administration with the transition, and I would indicate that the administration took the necessary steps, took responsibility, and I have assurances from the administration that they will do everything necessary to correct the problems that occurred at the Holyoke Soldiers Home and make sure that there is appropriate oversight. As to Bennett Walsh, I would indicate to you that he's a good man, that he did everything he possibly could, but he was not given the support from Veteran Services, and he's not a medical doctor. And there was a failure along a lot of different lines. But Bennett Walsh has a good heart and a love for veterans. He is a veteran, and I wish him well. Thank you.
Lieutenant Governor, I'd like to second that. Thank you, Councilor Hurley, for those remarks. And I am asking you, Lieutenant Governor, for a full report, cumulative, of all the nursing homes, veterans homes, assisted living in Massachusetts throughout this pandemic, not today or this week, cumulative, how many people, how many of these elderly died from the coronavirus? And I'm not talking about they don't have any deaths, and Mary knows that, this week from the veterans home, thank God. But I'm talking from the beginning. I want a total, and I've asked this and we still don't have it, of the Massachusetts nursing homes, from the Jewish nursing home in Long Meadow and Worcester and Belmont and all of them. I mean, all of Massachusetts. So I'm requesting that, and I hope I will get that report. Thank you very much.
Okay, we have 2 nominations today. Sylvia Gomes has been nominated to the position of Associate Justice of the Juvenile Court. Counselor Ferreira, do you have a date for this hearing?
I do. Governor, I just want to say I think it's tremendous that Governor Baker and your administration put her up for a judgeship. She came as a result of the outreach that Lon Pavich and Sharon Casey did in the New Bedford area a couple of years ago. And that's when I first met her and got to know her well. She's a woman of color. She has 25 years experience in the juvenile court, and she's going to be a wonderful judge. And I just can't say enough about her. And I would set our hearing date for July 15th at 10:30.
Okay, July 15th at 10:30. Thank you.
I will be requesting that allowed to use the WebEx. I will not be attending in person.
Yes, well, we have the means to accomplish that, Counselor Hurley.
Thank you.
Michael Anderson has been nominated to the position of Associate Justice of the Probate and Family Court. Counselor Devaney, do you have a date for this hearing?
Thank you. I would make the date of July 8th at 11 o'clock. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know this person, and I'm looking forward to meeting with him. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that's July 8th at 11 o'clock. Thank you. It is nice to see all of you. I'm happy to hear that Counselor Hurley is feeling better. You sound much better.
I feel better,
Ask
but
that
I'm not
you
there yet.
continue to take care of yourselves and your families and your friends. As we reopen more activity in the Commonwealth, it'll be critically important for all of us to remain vigilant and be cautious and be able to continue to open other activities in a safe and successful manner. We, as you know, on Monday took step 2 of phase 2, which has made eligible more restaurant activity indoor. It also increased office capacity up to 50% and is allowing certain things like trying on a bridal gown by appointment. So these clarifications will continue to be made as we move forward and more decisions made as we continue to look at our numbers, use testing and tracing as a means to determine if the virus is spreading. But we are at our lowest point in time in terms of the virus, and that's due to a lot of good work from our healthcare community, our emergency responders, and literally the people of this Commonwealth doing their part. So just want to thank all of you, and I look forward to seeing you at our next meeting.
And thank you,
And Lieutenant Governor,
Governor.
I'll be looking forward to getting that report. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Okay,
and the governor for all the work that you've done to keep us safe.
Thank you,
have a
Governor.
wonderful night. Thank you very much, everyone. That concludes our business.